the parent of like a little kid, I think has gotten a lot harder than when I was raising my daughter. She's 23 now, and man, I got to tell you, the decisions you have to make and the things you have to monitor and protect your children from today has gotten a lot harder. What do you give them that's still entertaining, but also aligns with your values? You know, we've talked about WayFM being a product that you don't have to filter, but like if you got Netflix in your house, you got to have the filter on.
And even Disney Plus, you have the same problem.
Oh, well, I'll tell you, Disney Plus has been disappointing to me as a parent, and some of the things they've chose to put on there, and like, you got to watch it, you know? And that's why it's so nice to have something. If I was raising little kids, I would do PureFlix subscription, man, because you've got content on there that you're not having to filter out. And as a parent, I mean, I know we want to be involved in our kids' lives, but sometimes you need to park them in front of the TV and take 10 minutes to yourself. That's why PureFlix is a great option for families. You got family stuff, obviously. They're even dabbling in some drama. Yes, and PureFlix originals. Like, I saw the movie on their Strong Fathers, Strong Daughters, and I have to tell you,
you cried.
I did. There was 3 times. Not once, 3 times.
I did.
I wept, and I was moved, and it was a great movie. And I think if I was raising my child now, I think PureFlix would be definitely a part of my family's entertainment plan.
So if you'd like to try PureFlix, text PURE, that's PURE, to 91979 to get your 1-week free trial. Faith and family entertainment with no ads on your favorite devices.
Welcome to the Wally Show Aftercast. All the things we did not get to during the course of the show today. Boy, the Russian weirdness in Ukraine just got a little closer to home. The U.S. Coast Guard ship, it was on patrol in the Bering Sea. You know where they hunt for crab in Alaska? The Bering Sea. And they came across a missile cruiser ship from China. But it turned out the China cruiser was not alone. It sailed about 86 miles off of North Alaska's Kiska Island, which is another one that they talk about in the Bering Sea. And so there were 2 other Chinese naval ships with the Russian naval vessel. Oof. Wait, what? Because, China and Russia are allies, and then you've got Russia pulling all their nonsense in Ukraine, and then now they are off the tip of Russia in the Bering Sea, just 48 miles or something like that away from Alaska. Craziness.
And we don't know what they're doing?
No, here's the problem. They say, well, we're an Arctic country, and so we're doing research in the Arctic, and the Russians are opening up several Soviet-era bases that they had in the Arctic, and so they're opening ports and bases again. Like, oh my goodness, you're gonna bring this fight closer to home, okay? And then you've got China in there piddling around with them, and China was like, hey, don't worry about us, we also are an Arctic nation too, and we're gonna do some research, we're gonna build an ice breaker, and we're just up here doing a little shopping to see.
So I take it you don't believe them.
I don't believe anything. I don't believe anything anyone tells me, least of all Putin. And so yeah, it's crazy. Because remember how Sarah Palin famously said, I can see Russia from my house. I mean, that's how close the tip of Alaska comes up, and then Russia's tip comes out, and then the Bering Sea is right there. And I mean, they're really close. Sometimes when crab fishermen from America are fishing, they will get into Russian water, or they'll get right up next to Russian waters if the crab move up there, but they can't cross that line.
I wonder if it's making any difference in their lives.
Oh, for the
Deadliest Catch?
Oh, yeah. I don't know. They're tough. They'll just keep fishing. I don't care about no commies. I'm just going to keep fishing.
They might.
You can't stop me. The Hillstrands, they'd take shots at them. Hillstrands are armed. I love that
Which,
show.
by the way, they're the ones that are relatives to Phil Wickham, right?
No, not Phil Wickham. To the lefty, Lincoln Brewster.
Oh, Lincoln Brewster.
Yeah, Lincoln Brewster grew up with them. How crazy is that? I know.
That is so crazy.
So anyway, just something that's going to be a little weird here, and we'll see how that goes. And finally, on my docket here, Amazon is creating demand for things we don't need, but we'll find ourselves incapable of resisting. They've announced a second Prime Day. So they did the first one back in, I think, July or something like that. So now the second one is coming up October 11th and 12th, making it the first time in 1 year that they'll do 2 of them. And then they've got Black Friday coming up in November.
Why are they adding another?
Money.
Yep.
It's like they're trying to spur their part of the economy and make more billions.
But why are they making it in October? Is it supposed to be like a pre-Black Friday thing?
That's exactly it. That's exactly it. It's a pre-Prime event that's getting you deals on electronics, fashion, home, kitchen, pets, toys, and Amazon devices. My wife, but I will get suckered into this because my wife wants that Alexa that is the square one. And I don't know what it's called. What is it? I don't know. I gotta look it up. But
is it a video or is it an audio-y thing?
It's audio still, but it's square. It's not the little dots. Because there's this really cute, as she would say, holder for it that looks like Mickey Mouse, and that's why she wants it.
Oh my gosh.
Although my Alexa Dot hates me, so I'm willing to try anything else because she's the worst. And so they have that coming up. But this was interesting. They are announcing deals on like New Balance shoes, Philips, Sonicare. Like a lot of people like the Sonicare thing for your gums. But Peloton, I'm surprised they have a deal with Peloton. I'm wondering if you actually could get Pelotons cheaper or just like their shoes. You know, that'd be interesting to see. So then also too, they'll be doing all like the Prime.
They don't need our money.
Cleaners.
They don't need our money. If Jeff Bezos's yacht is anything to speak on that.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
But it's pretty great how fast it gets here.
I know.
I ordered something from him the other day, and I had my weeks wrong. I thought it was going to be here this Monday, and it was next Monday. And I'm like, what am I doing? What? Amazon, you're better than this. Come on, guys. But if you're not an Amazon fan, Target is doing their version of it October 6th through the 8th, and Walmart's going to do one too, but they just haven't decided. So basically, everyone's trying to get your money early going into the shopping season because, you know, fears of recession and having the economy turned down. They're doing anything they can to spur that right now. So that's what's going on. Lady Rock, what do you got?
Well, you know, the Queen Elizabeth, she passed away recently, and London, England as a whole are sad.
Tell me more.
You know what I'm saying. Anyway, Kanye West, the rapper.
Yes.
He said recently, that he now knows how London feels because he also lost his queen.
Oh, that's funny.
So he's talking about his recent separation, divorce from Kim Kardashian, and saying that I guess that she was his queen, and now he puts himself on the same level as.
Oh, yeah, he's suffering like the people.
They must be so comforted.
Yeah. He did an interview with Good Morning America, and it was interesting. It was pretty revealing, and there's parts of it, the little snippets. I didn't see the whole thing. I saw little snippets of it, and I liked some of it. But it was interesting. He was talking about his frustrations with co-parenting, and he didn't say anything bad about her specifically, but in his frustrations, you could infer that she has not made it easy on him from his perspective. And so he had to do a little backtracking, and he released another thing talking about how great Kim is as a mom and everything like that, because I think he realized, I just kind of...
And I shouldn't, but I do.
You watch the Kardashians?
I watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians. And I'm sure there will be one episode or two about this whole thing, and I can't wait to see it.
There better be. I mean, it's a big part of their lives. And they show most everything of their stuff, right? I mean,
yeah, they're pretty open.
Yeah, I mean, that I respect. I don't. Yeah, I've never seen a full episode. I think I might have seen collectively 15 minutes of any of them.
It is ridiculous and a total waste of time.
Yeah, I got to get back onto my 90 Day Fiance. I'm really behind in that.
Oh, gosh.
Good time.
Yeah.
So maybe
Priorities, guys.
Maybe we'll end the Aftercast so I can go get caught up on that. And we also have video shoots we got to go do today as well. So do you have some birthdays, Rock?
I do. I have one. This is April and Katie. They want to wish Dave and Allie, father and daughter, who share a birthday.
Whoa,
that's
fun.
kind of
want to
crazy.
wish them a happy birthday. So happy birthday, Dave and Allie.
I'm curious if that's a bummer. Like if you're a kid, you want your own birthday, or are there benefits to it, like where your parents overcompensate to make sure your birthday's awesome and it's not outshined by your dad and you get more, maybe?
Though I'm sure the dad probably does the right dad thing and takes his step back and it's like, this is your birthday. I'm an adult. I don't need one.
Yeah. No, not me.
Oh, no, I'd want mine.
Absolutely.
They said they are both very friendly and outgoing. Allie is turning 16. Allie is blessed academically and musically and
Nice.
is an aspiring voice actor.
Oh, that's fun. That's a great career, man. Like voice work and stuff like that. If I hadn't been cursed with this horrible, squirrely little voice, I would have loved to have done that. I've actually done some voice work before, like for cartoons, and that was fun. I enjoyed that.
The question is, what were you, I think this one is pretty obvious. What were you the most looking forward to when you turned 16?
Oh, car.
Yeah,
But
driving.
not everyone can say that
Yeah, your
now.
daughter wasn't that way.
My daughter wasn't like that. My nephew's terrified. He's 19. He just got his license. Like, I don't understand that.
I don't either. It was my first thing I wanted to do.
Oh, yeah. It represented freedom. Like, the car was just the bigger bike. Like, when you first got your first bike was like, yeah, I can go longer distances now. I can expand the boundaries of my kingdom.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah. I remember that first time I drove my car from the dealership to my home.
Yeah.
I say it was my first car. It's hard to say because my dad's truck was my first car. But after that, I got a used Ford Mustang.
Yes. Green Bean.
Green Bean.
I remember him.
And I drove it home, and I remember my feet could barely press on the gas and brake pedal
Really?
because the chair was so far back, and I didn't
Know how to move
know
it
how to
forward.
move it. And so I was going so slow because
That's
my
awesome.
feet, I mean, I was stretched as
That's
far
so
as I
funny.
could, and I just couldn't. Yeah, and I didn't want to pull over and try
Yeah.
and figure it out. I was just like, I just gotta make it home.
Oh, that's funny.
But I did.
My wife will tell me that all the time. Like if I'm getting frustrated, like behind somebody, she'll always try to humanize the situation so I don't just think that they're out to get me. And she'll be like, it could be a kid learning how to drive. I'm like,
I always think about that too. I always think my scenario is it could be a grandmother trying to get her baked goods to the church potluck,
Yeah.
and she doesn't want to spill them.
Yeah. I remember
okay.
one time, man, I just lost my ever-loving mind. My daughter was driving, so she was a student driver learning how to drive. We were headed to church, and she's driving. I'm in the passenger seat, and this guy had been tailgating us. And then he, when we got to the merge part, he whips out around super aggressively and then flipped her off.
Ooh.
And oh my gosh, I came unglued. I came unhinged. And then and my wife is in the car. I'm like, pull over, I'm driving. Pull over, I want to drive. Like I wanted to go get this person. Like it was so bad. It touched like they always talk about mama bear. It touched a daddy bear in me.
What'd you do?
And my wife is the better head. She's like, no, everyone calm down. Haley, just keep driving.
Let me give you a scenario.
Yes.
You're in. No. Okay. Yes. This is a burning building scenario. Okay. We haven't had one of those in a while.
Yeah, that's right.
Burning building situation. There are 3 houses on fire.
Okay.
One of them has the lady that wouldn't let you pull out in the road because she was putting on her lipstick.
The lady here in front of the station. Okay, absolutely, yes.
The second house is the guy at the barbecue stand that was really smart to you.
Yeah, and took forever to get us our barbecue, and then was like, this isn't McDonald's. I'm like, it's better than McDonald's. You've been making it all day. It should take 30 seconds. Don't insult me.
And then the third house is this guy that flipped off your daughter as
That
she was
kid.
driving. So
Yes.
you have to save one of them. You have to.
I do?
You have to save one of them.
He's not just walking away from the
No.
burning building.
You have to save one of them. Which one are you going to save?
The Blue Ridge guy, because at least he can make me barbecue. It's going to take me a lot longer to get to it, but I'll take it. Like, I could maybe learn to speed him up a little bit. The kid's just going to be an angry person the rest of his life that I don't want to deal with. And the lady is going to always be self-absorbed, so no.
Well, that was fun.
These are, again, this is why I love the Aftercast, because, we always want to be real and genuine as to who we are as people, but there are things that the radio show can't handle. Like the people that listen to the radio show, they can't quite handle that level of honesty.
It's like somebody listening for the first time could hear that and be
Yeah.
like, wow, this guy's a
Yeah.
total monster.
Yeah, that's what we get a lot, even when I don't say things that off.
Or if you mention Disney.
Yes, I get both. I get hate from all sides on the air. But love you,
Yay.
potties. You guys are the best. And thanks for being a potty.